Within Business Central, we've been focusing on the procurement training series, and we've been going through all different things to do with setting up the conversation to get to raising POs. So these topics, we're going to go through raising purchase orders today. So from here, I'm here in Business Central. I'm going to go to the purchasing menu. We're going to go to purchase orders. You could also raise this by searching purchase orders. Now you notice a lot of the time in my videos, I abbreviate. You don't have to type the whole name in. When you tell me, you can just search and click, okay? And from here, we're going to create a new purchase order for our training vendor that we created, which is RightSize 365. I've gone to the purchase order. I'm selecting the vendor name, and now we work downwards, okay? Now there's fields on this document that relate to the process that aren't here yet. For example, we don't know the invoice number. We don't know the shipment. We can still move on, okay? We can still continue working on this purchase order. Here in dates, again, there's a tutorial series all about dates and basics, okay? But some dates may be here that are applicable for you, and you may need to personalize and expose. For now, we're going to raise a purchase order for our example item. I'm going to select 2 items, and you'll notice that where the item reference number was against the vendor's item references, it's showing now as their item number for this particular product. I'm going to select 5 and 5. Okay. And from here, I've got 5 pallets, 5 eaches, and there's a cost already totaled. It takes care of the GST based on what we know as the GST posting groups. As we scroll further down, there's some things that we want to take care of. Invoicing should flow from the vendor's card. You shouldn't have to change anything in here, but shipping may be applicable for you to ship to not only one of your locations, it might be a customer address or a custom address. So this actually we'll go through later when we talk about drop shipping. It's required to set the customer's address. So for now, we've selected our warehouse location. I actually want this to go to Maine. By changing it, it needs to be changed manually on the lines. Are you sure? Yes. And I'm going to change this here to Maine and to Maine. All right. We now have our purchase order. One thing that may be applicable for you would be prepayment. If it's set on the vendor card that 100% prepayment is required in advance, it will actually sit here already at 100% before we start. So I won't go through that for now. That'll be in another series. However, for the purchase order to be sent, it goes through a couple of different statuses. There's only 2. There's open and there's released. So when we're happy that this order is accepted, we would go and send order confirmation to the customer, and then we would release the order. In releasing the order, it's stating that it's officialized. I can't now change anything. If I try to change this down to 3, okay, I can't change it because the order's not open. So to make changes on the order, it's as simply put as reopen the order. And then you can go and change that quantity, go back and re-release. Now, please note in a simple format, this works. If you've released and created warehouse documents and they exist and you reopen the document, you may also need to go delete those pics and warehouse documents before you can go change the quantities on the source document, which is the purchase order.